Hey, what's up everybody? I am here in Sweetwater's Studio A. Got this incredible Pearl Masters Maple Gum Kit, which is my favorite drum shell out of all of Pearl's lineup. And we have 24 microphones on this kit. They are all over the room, they're on every drum, they're just absolutely surrounding this kit. Because today, we are going to show you guys a Dolby Atmos spatial audio drum mix of these beautiful drums. Now, on YouTube you're not going to be able to hear it, but there is a link in the description where you can download and listen on like AirPods Pro, those kind of, like the Apple has the headphones that you can actually listen to spatial audio on, and so you can really hear what it's like. I'm going to get to experience it in Sweetwater Studio B with their incredible Atmos setup. I'm so pumped about it. Let's play some drums. I'm going to play like all around the kit so you can hear like where things move. It's crazy. It's awesome. I'm so pumped. Okay, yeah! Play those drums. Sounds so crazy. That's awesome, bro. Thank you. Wow. That, I mean, it's one thing to hear like a really good drum mix, which we've already heard multiple times, but like this is absolutely insanity to just hear the drums everywhere. And like we're mixing, Sean is mixing from audience perspective because the camera angles are pointing forward, and then it just makes more sense so that you can kind of hear it the way that it looks. But wow, Sean, like this,
Yeah.
I mean, we had like 24 mics on this kit, right? So like,
Yeah.
you know, you have your typical close mics on the toms and on the kick. I assume you had what, 2 or 3 mics on the kick, and then
Yeah, I did 3 mics, inside hole and outside mic on the kick, top and bottom on the snare. All the toms, close mic, hi-hat, had a ride mic that was like the close hi-hat and then the ride on the other side.
Yeah.
Pair of overheads, a mono overhead. And then we had our sort of standard like close room mics and then far room mics. And then the thing that we did in here is we had a sort of a 6-pack of microphones around the drum kit. So we had 2 behind the drum kit, 2 just on the front edge of the kit, and 2 as far away as we could get from that.
okay,
And so that's where we like took some of the space and Atmos and placed those in the spatial field of Atmos to kind of get some ambience from the actual recordings. So,
yeah. So like, in a way, basically, you know, you're kind of placing mics that would almost be in reference to the speakers in the room.
kind of. I mean, the one thing that I'll point out, I mean, Atmos is obviously a hot subject and a lot of it's a hard thing to understand. There's a lot of stuff that goes on, but we're not actually. If we couldn't see the speakers, it would probably be better for all of us that work in Atmos. But we're actually picking spaces, and the coverage of the speakers sort of fills out a 3-dimensional space that we can place things in. So we're not specifically putting something in that speaker up there. We're putting it in the back corner of the Atmos space. So
Okay.
that's kind of what we want to try and do and create, you know, a space captured that we can kind of reproduce in Atmos. So.
Yeah. So like the speakers are blending together to produce that exact location.
Yeah, so we're reproducing the space, but it's not like I'm not putting it specifically in that speaker or that speaker or that speaker. It's in that area or bringing it back or spreading it out. So that's kind of, that's the thought process on that. So that's kind of been new for us. We're trying to figure out how to do it. Obviously, this is new technology, so
Yeah.
we're having fun. I feel like this is probably my first real go at having a freshly tracked session mixed in Atmos, from like the tracking room to the mixing room and getting it up and going. So it was super fun for me to do as well. So
Oh man, you killed it, and you were so quick too. I mean, like, I'm just watching you, and you took 24 channels of drums and mixed them and put them into Dolby Atmos and spatial audio all in like 30 minutes. I mean, it was impressive. So thank you for that.
No problem.
I think that, like, you know, the interesting application here is that as a viewer of this video and as an audio file or someone who really loves really interesting music, you know, you can click a link in the description and we'll provide the actual like Dolby Atmos spatial audio file. And then if you have like AirPods Pro or like
if you're on
AirPods-
an iPhone, we'll send a link from a website that'll be able to stream an MP4 version of what we did in here. And if you do have an Atmos enabled product attached to your phone, you'll be able to listen to the mix in spatial audio at Dolby Atmos enabled.
And does that mean when you like turn your head, like it sounds different?
If you're on the AirPod Maxes, the head tracking will work on that, so you can turn your head within the mix and check stuff out. So yeah, there's some cool stuff. I mean, it's in its infancy, but like a lot of the major label stuff is coming out. Content, I hope soon enough. YouTube will be on Atmos and things like that. But all the streaming platforms for movies and content are Atmos, and the music platforms are getting pretty much all of them, but Spotify are there. So it is, we think, the future. So we're fully into it, and we're trying to figure out how to do it as best we can. So
I was about to say, you guys here at Sweetwater are investing a lot into it. I mean, you said you're doing a ton of sessions here. You just got this room hooked up with Atmos, and you're probably going to hook up another studio room, and so
yeah, it's keeping us busy. I mean, it's a pretty involved process. There's a lot of behind the scenes technology going on to get all this stuff to function in this room, and for our work to translate out of here, we need to have a system that works really well. So we're really happy, but we're 3 months into this, so we're fresh as well, and so it's fun, and we're looking forward to more of it. So
yeah, well, thank you so much for sharing it with me. I'm so excited to put this video together. I mean, it was beyond a treat to listen to my playing in this room. I mean, it like, you know, those drums, I mean, the Pearl Masters maple gum
sound
drums,
amazing. One of my
and
favorite
all the
drum kits.
Zildjian cymbals, and like just the way that like it came alive in this space is greater than anything that I've ever experienced from a drum perspective before. So definitely one of the highlights of my Gear Fest 2022.
Awesome.
And I love working with you, brother.
Likewise. Very cool.
Thanks, guys.